Next on the agenda, we have a couple information items. First is the superintendent update. Dr. Swift.
Very good. Thank you, President Johnson and trustees, members of the community who are joining us remotely this evening. We're beginning the superintendent's update with a recognition of November as National Native American Heritage Month. November is the official month we dedicate to honoring Native Americans, to celebrate the rich cultures, traditions, histories, and important contributions of Native people. It is important to acknowledge that the Ann Arbor Public Schools campuses are located on the lands of the Anishinaabe and Wyandot, which were ceded under Article 1 of the Treaty of Detroit in 1807. These lands continue to be the homeland of many indigenous people, and through these words of acknowledgement, we seek to reaffirm and respect their contemporary and ancestral ties to this land and to recognize their contributions to the Ann Arbor Public Schools and the greater Ann Arbor community. In his proclamation this year, President Biden stated, during National Native American Heritage Month, we celebrate the countless contributions of Native peoples, past and present. We honor the influence they have had on the advancement of our nation, and we recommit ourselves to upholding trust and treaty responsibilities, strengthening tribal sovereignty, and advancing tribal self-determination. While we honor and celebrate the individuals of Native American ancestry every day in our classrooms and across our school campuses in the AAPS, during November, we especially explore and deepen our collective awareness and understanding through exploring rich art, literature, and cultural learning connections. We are a stronger school community as we honor, embrace, and celebrate our diversity, continually create a culture of belonging for everyone, and value the connections that unite us as an inclusive Ann Arbor community. The Board of Education and I invite all in the AAPS and in the Ann Arbor community to join us in celebration of Native American Heritage Month. In the superintendent's update this evening, we'll cover several topics, trustees. None of them are new to us. We are now midway through the 11th week of school, 51 days of this school year completed. As we approach the middle of November, we're really thankful for the ongoing work of our students, our school and district teams, our parents, and our community. We are so much stronger when we work together, and together we are making solid progress in our shared goal of supporting our students throughout this fall. Positive news this week, trustees, and we've all been celebrating it, is that exciting step of pediatric COVID vaccinations becoming available for 5 to 11-year-olds across the country and right here in Ann Arbor. I want to give a special shout out to Malia. You can see her here, Wines Elementary 5th grader. Her mom shared this great photo. Malia's why for getting vaccinated against COVID-19. She wants to do her part and keep her family safe. We're so proud of Malia and of so many of our students who are out getting their vaccinations now. And every day, trustees, through this time, our schools are becoming safer because our 5 to 11-year-olds are able now to join those who are vaccinated. Vaccine appointments are available for children in the community through our pediatricians, at pharmacies, and other locations. We continue to work right alongside MDHHS, and we will have clinics beginning next week, November 16th and 18th, for those students and parents who would like to take advantage of vaccine right in our Ann Arbor public schools. The availability of pediatric vaccines and boosters are significant developments that contribute to sustaining our schools as healthy places for our students and staff to gather and learn in person each day throughout this school year. Trustees, you're aware that Martin Luther King was designated as a National Blue Ribbon School this fall. You can see a couple of photos here. Last few days, Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary School Principal Corin Clinkscale, you can see her there on the left. Young Fives teacher Thelma Kinlaw and fifth grade teacher Becky Gracie attended the 2021 National Blue Ribbon celebration in Washington, D.C. In addition to receiving the National Blue Ribbon School plaque, the event provides a great opportunity for school leaders to share ideas and success stories with the other Blue Ribbon schools from across the country. I've had the great honor of attending that event in years past. And trustees, the wonderful part about that professional development is really learning from the very best schools in the country. And I'm proud that the King team has had that opportunity this week. King was also named a Blue Ribbon in 2014. Other schools you're familiar with, Community High School in 2019, Allen Elementary in 2017, and Angel and Wines in 2015. Those are just some of our recent year award winners. Several of our public commenters mentioned this evening, and I want to address it, trustees, area by area, but we are making solid progress, as you are aware, in filling out our AAPS staff for this fall. Overall, we are mostly staffed in the district. We are concerned about continuing needs that exist in some teacher and paraeducator positions, particularly in the area of special education. So we continue to work every day diligently on those areas. We also continue to seek highly qualified candidates in some high needs hourly worker positions. Trustees, those are the positions where we're seeing the job openings and our job fairs, but really a lack of candidates coming through the door. We're not seeing many candidates in childcare, noon hour supervisors, custodial ABM positions. Those are areas where we are still calling out for more candidates. So if you're aware of someone, we do have a flyer up on our AAPS job fair. Here's the flyer here coming up on Wednesday, November 17th. And we just invite everyone to get that out on your network. And we're hoping to see more candidates coming through next week. Our transportation buses have been running about 97% on time over recent days. We continue to add drivers and aides to our AAPS Durham team. We're really working now to build up that cushion of substitute drivers, particularly as the change of season approaches. We do need more drivers. We benefit trustees from last week I shared the info, about 700 folks on our substitute list. This week we dove a little deeper into that. About 300 of that 700 are actively working this fall. In 79 retired teachers and paras, and we so appreciate them coming back for an encore act to help us this school year. So we will be hosting a job fair next Wednesday, 3 to 6 p.m. Appointments will be scheduled via Zoom, so it's accessible easily for most everyone. And we invite you to spread the word and join us next week. Let's talk just a little bit about COVID and what we're seeing in our schools. Our work to keep our schools low risk for COVID transmission continues every day. Unfortunately, as you're aware, trustees, the case rates for Michigan and for Washtenaw County have increased, and they remain stubbornly high even as other states have seen some decrease in those numbers. Our school COVID-19 cases also reflect the high level of community spread in our Ann Arbor community. We have several weeks in a row of cases across many grades and in half or more of our schools. Our response team continues to conduct case investigations every day, 7 days a week, and contact tracing for every case in consultation with our Washtenaw County Health Department. The team continues screening testing, responsive screening testing for classrooms and schools where there's been a concentration of cases in a short period of time. And just today, trustees, the team did pop-up testing. You can see photos here. Event at a middle school. They tested over 70 students and staff during the school day today. School nurses also use clinical judgment to test students and staff individually at school when that is needed. Of course, all student testing at school is conducted with full parent consent. Now that we're moving into cold and flu season, we wanted to give just some guidance tonight. Respiratory illnesses are circulating in our community. Trustees, we are receiving county health reports on that situation daily. The good news is that our county is a state leader in flu vaccinations. The not so good news is that our flu vaccination rates across all age groups are lower right now in 2021 than they were in 2019 and in 2020. So that is a concern. The flu shot is recommended for everyone 6 months and above, and we encourage everyone to get out, get their flu shot or their flu mist as soon as possible if they haven't already. Our Super 6 mitigation protocols, we're masked this evening, and that's one of our protocols, will help keep COVID-19 as well as all the respiratory illnesses at bay as we move through this fall and winter. We are pleased to support vaccination for 5 to 11-year-olds as well as for older students as a part of our ongoing efforts to keep our schools open while protecting our students, staff, and community. Washtenaw County parents are already way out in front. Trustees, this is brand new data that we just saw today. As of yesterday, the state rate of 5 to 11-year-olds who have initiated vaccination is 1.7%. But in Washtenaw County, we are at 7%. So we are dramatically outpacing the rest of the state. We want to continue to have that rate be strong. Our Ann Arbor Public Schools is partnering with the Michigan Department of Public Health and Human Services to offer COVID-19 vaccine clinics to students 5 to 18 years old and their family members. So if folks want to make it a family affair, they do give the inoculations to everyone in the family. The clinics will be administered by the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. These school-based vaccination clinics are just one of the many ways for students to receive the vaccine. Washtenaw County Health Department, pediatrician, doctor's offices, and local pharmacies also have vaccines available for our students. A reminder that a parent or guardian must accompany students 17 years of age and younger to the vaccination appointment. A letter and parent permission form is being sent to families this week, so look for that. In the letter, we ask families to link to a registration form and sign up for the designated hour. We estimate the clinic can administer about 80 vaccines an hour. The MDHH clinics will be held in the cafeterias at Huron and Pioneer. We'll be sending out all of those dates. They'll go between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. On November 16th, 18th, 23rd, 30th, and also on December 2nd. In addition to places around the community and to our MDHHS clinics in Ann Arbor Public Schools, we also have the U of M Regional Alliance for Healthy Schools. Our ROS clinic is offering COVID-19 vaccine to 5 to 11-year-olds by appointment. That is at our Pathways to Success clinic, and we'll be posting a flyer on the district homepage for folks who would like to get them at the ROS clinic. Well, it is November, so our winter giving is the season for our winter giving. As the weather becomes colder, we reach out in care and connection. We're joining with many others in our community to support Ann Arbor Public Schools students and families in need. During this time of winter giving, our efforts focus on helping to make this season a little brighter by providing gift cards, and you can see here there are ways that you can support gift cards, warm clothing, and other basic needs over this holiday time. We invite you to visit our winter giving link. You can see it, trustees, on the screen here on the AAPS website to find the many ways that we can all pitch in to generously support the children and the families in our community. Well, tomorrow it's Veterans Day, and we will pause on this National Day of Recognition to honor our nation's 19 million veterans, including over 600,000 from Michigan. We honor them for their courageous service and sacrifice in protecting the citizens of Michigan and our country. We are forever grateful for these brave women and men and the many who have gone before them, who unselfishly place their lives in service on the line to protect our freedom. I just want to share a special thank you for everyone on our Ann Arbor team and community. Every day I'm out and I see it firsthand. Our students, teachers, school teams and leaders, parents in our Ann Arbor community, all are working incredibly hard together. All are making sacrifices every day to support our students and sustain the one goal that we all share, supporting our students in this exciting opening of our schools this fall. Step by step, we are making progress together. So in the actions and the steps we take each day, we each serve as role models during difficult times for our children who are watching us. We demonstrate our care and commitment to our children, to each other, to our Ann Arbor community, and to our shared future. Thank you all for your support of our students and of the Ann Arbor Public Schools. Thank you for the opportunity to share this superintendent's report this evening.